Right and hold short. Taxi to runway 36, right and hold short. US Air 1142.
And welcome back to the final video in this series as we taxi towards the E-Terminal at Charlotte International Airport.
Charlotte ground, US Air 389er with X-ray, ready to taxi, IFR.
US Air 389er, taxi to hold short runway 36, left, using taxiway Alpha Papa Romeo Oscar November. Foxtrot Alpha Echo, contact Tower 1
Pacifica 1801 ground. Taxi to runway 36, right and hold short.
Taxi to runway 36, right and hold short, Pacifica 1801.
US Air 1142, US Air 1142, continue taxi. Charlotte ground, Pacifica.
The E-Terminal is a hub for US Airways Express, which is mostly a small regional aircraft like ours. It's used primarily to feed the larger mainline hub at BC and B terminals, so it's pretty safe to assume that most of our passengers here today will be making connections to other flights in Charlotte. So as soon as we roll up to the gate and stop here, we're going to shut down our engines and prepare our airplane to be unboarded.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. On behalf of the captain and crew, we thank you for flying with us and hope
Parking
you'll join
checklist.
us again.
Fasten seatbelt, no smoking.
Taxiway Alpha Papa Romeo Oscar November 9er Charlie, contact Tower 1.
Off hydraulic electrical pump. Off red beacon. Off APU.
Now we just have to wait a few moments for the ground crew to connect our ground power source before shutting down the auxiliary power unit and getting the doors ready to open. Looking at the time here, it's 3:38 p.m. Our scheduled arrival time was 3:30 p.m., so we're 8 minutes late, which is very acceptable considering the holdup at Buffalo. So we can be pretty certain that our passengers here are going to make their connections just fine. All in all, it looks like mission accomplished.
Charlotte ground, world travel 9er592 with
Off.
Yankee.
End of checklist.
IFR.
World travel 9er592, taxi to hold short runway 36, right, using taxiway Charlie, contact Tower 118.1.
Now to open the door and let the passengers off the
Taxi
air.
to short runway 36 right via taxiway
Ladies and
Charlie.
gentlemen, the door is
World
open.
travel
Please make your
9er592.
way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
Caravan on final.
And a few minutes later, all the passengers are off the plane.
Captain, all passengers have
Taxi
left the
to
plane.
gate Charlie 12, using taxiway Echo 6, Echo 14, Alpha Papa Romeo Oscar.
We're now ready to leave the aircraft and hand it off to another crew who will be flying it on its next flight. Before we're completely finished here though, let's watch a couple of replays to see how we've done during the approach and landing. First, here is a perspective from a couple of passenger seats. That's what the passengers would have seen as the aircraft was coming in to land at Charlotte. see the flaps deployed for landing here on the left wing of the aircraft. Very smooth touchdown here as we roll past the North Carolina Air National Guard ramp. We decelerate slowly down the runway, applying brakes gently so as not to overstress the aircraft. The runway is 10,000 feet long, so we have plenty of space for stopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we stop at the gate and the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. We hope your flight was a pleasant one. Thank you for flying with us. We hope to see you again soon.
We pull off the runway right next to the E-terminal with only a short distance left to taxi. Now let's step out and see how the aircraft looked from the outside while landing.
Minimums. 200. 100.
'As we touch down here, notice the spoilers deploying on top of the wings, and also the thrust reversers briefly deploying on the engines to slow the aircraft down. And that concludes my presentation. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.